Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Anyway, we are looking ahead to today's slate for the 20th of October. Hopefully, you guys all did pretty well last night on that small 2-game slate. As normal, if you guys do go on to like the video, leave a like. I do appreciate it quite a bit. And also, if you guys are new here, welcome. We do NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos almost every single day for you guys, breaking down the slate and giving you guys some of our top picks, and give you a partial dummy lineups that you guys can build around. So if you guys are new here, hit that sub button. Would love to have you guys around for this season. So, yeah, like I said, it was a good one last night for us for premium. Everybody cashed pretty well. Let's scroll down here. So last night we scored a 309. Could have been higher. It was kind of hard telling what the rotations were. We had Porter last night, and then he just didn't play at all. And we had Howard. I knew Howard wasn't going to play a lot, but I needed somebody cheap. I could have went Aldridge, but both of them kind of did the same. So, but overall, it was a really good lineup: Harden, Curry, Allen, Poole, Giannis, Middleton, Porter, Nora, and Howard. So obviously, Porter and Howard was our two guys that didn't do that great, but that was basically it. Besides that, everyone else did very solid. So, yeah, like I said, a nice one last night. If you guys want to come join us, all you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. Just message us, and we'll get you guys in. As you see here, 40 for the month pass and 325 for the season to get FanDuel lineups. So, yeah, definitely come join us. Like I said, these are all from subscribers, and everybody won pretty good money last night. So, yeah, come join us today. We'd love to have you. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to break down these games relatively quickly. We've got Indiana and Charlotte. We've got a 224 in Charlotte by 1. So I do like that Charlotte's favored by 1. That means it should be a pretty good matchup here. Overall, I don't have a ton of interest in it, though. My main guys, for sure, I'm looking at Sabonis at 9.7. That's a little much, but I definitely think he can get you, 50-55 in this matchup here. And then, obviously, you got LaMelo Ball at 7.6, another guy that could go get you, around, 40-45 if he's solid. Brogdon, he's probable, kind of a sneaky play at 7.3. I don't mind looking at Brogdon here. Those are kind of the main guys I'm looking at. Hayward's just a iffy kind of play. If you think that Turner's going to get quite a bit of blocks, 6.2 for Turner could be a value pick, just because this guy can definitely go get you, 30 to 35 fantasy points, but also get some foul trouble, but has massive block upside for sure. Let me see here. Moving on to our next one, we have Chicago and Detroit. We have a 218 and Chicago by 5 in this one. So, yeah, I mean, kind of a slower game. Obviously, I do like Chicago quite a bit, but like I said, it's just not the greatest matchup for them against a slower team here. So I didn't have this yesterday, but these are like projected lineups, so I think these will help us just a little bit here. In the beginning of the year, we don't really know, quite the starting rotations. These are obviously just projected. I mean, if I had to pick anyone, Isaiah Stewart probably could come to mind if you want to go cheap here. No one's going to have Isaiah Stewart at 5.2, so maybe look at him. But also you got Kelly Olynyk coming off the bench, another guy that can score quite a bit. So overall, I don't have a ton in this one. Pricing is about where it should be for these guys. Like 9.2 is too much for Vuk in this matchup. 7.5 could be, trapped there. I guess Levine's not bad at 8.2, and Lonzo. So I guess if you had to pick two, I guess I would definitely go Levine and Lonzo Ball in this one. All right, moving on, we got Boston, New York. Honestly, I don't have a ton in this one at all. The only guy I would really look at here is Randall, and I guess RJ Barrett as the GPP, but just not really fond of this matchup here. Brown is supposedly playing. Said he was playing, and then he might be questionable. So I don't know. We're getting mixed signals, but I think he's going to play here. Tatum at 10.2 is a little too much. Randall, like I said, at 8.6. I could see it, but I mean, overall, I just don't have a ton of exposure in this one. Maybe Mitchell Robertson in a deep GPP, but overall, probably going to be moving on from that one. Washington and Toronto, a 222 and Toronto by 2. So let's go look at the projected starting lineups for this one. I'm not sure if the lineups are out yet, but as of now, this is kind of what we got going on here. So supposedly Kent Birch is projected to start. We'll have to see if that comes true or not. If he does, he makes a half decent play, but I don't know how many minutes he's really going to play. He didn't play a ton in the preseason, and also they have a ton of depth at that center position, so don't know how much they really need him to play. So he might only play about 20 to maybe 23, 24 minutes, just because they have so many guys in that area there. So. Also, and Chris Boucher is going to play as well, so we'll have to see if he starts or not. Just have to see what they got going on. Chris Boucher did not play at all in the preseason, so I'd be kind of surprised if he plays a lot. So maybe look at Kim Birch. Like I said, worried about his minutes just a little bit. One guy I don't mind here is Danielle Gaffer at all. At 5'5", I think this guy could easily go get you 25, 30 fantasy points in this one. So, here. Sorry, I got my little guy in here. Definitely could look at Gafford at 5'5". I like him quite a bit. Like I said, depending on the rotation for Toronto, maybe Birch or Princess Achua. Let me see here. OG at 7'4" is really, really cheap in this one. I do like that one. Kuzma at 4'7". You could give him, I guess, a GPP look. Fred's a little too much at 8'8". Beal 9'4". He'll be low owned for sure, but I'm looking at OG Anunoby. I don't mind Dragic here at 5'5" or Dinwiddie. Dragic might only get you about 22 to 23 points, but I really don't mind looking at him. And Dinwiddie at 6'5", an okay matchup for him. But main guys I'm looking at is OG Anunoby, and I do like Gaffrey quite a bit as well. Like I said, we have to see what what the lineup is at the end of it. Cleveland and Memphis, we have a 218 in Memphis by 7. Another game I'm not really into. You can look at Ja Morant or Jackson, but overall I'm not really feeling it here in this one. And then next one we got Houston, Minnesota. I think a lot of people, this one's going to be chalky for obvious reasons. These guys are just way too cheap for Houston. Got underpriced, like Wood at 8.2, definitely in play. Who else we got? Obviously, we got Porter at 6'1". That's just dirt cheap. And then Jalen Green at 5'5". So, but I mean, like I said, all three of those guys are in play. Even on that flip side, Russell, Edwards, both could be in play. And then you got Towns is a little much at 10.8, but I would probably go to Edwards or Russell. I kind of like both of them here. So, definitely a game that you're going to want to be picking on for sure. A lot of value in that one, and keep in mind it'll be very chalky as well. And then let's move on here. We got Philly and New Orleans, a 224 in Philadelphia by 4. Tobias Harris is priced pretty well here in this one. Let me see. He is at 7.2, so Harris is definitely in play for me. Embiid's a little much at 11K, but definitely a guy that if you can fit him in there, he could easily get you 60 to 70 in this one. Just don't know how competitive this game stays. And then if Tyrese Maxey starts at 4.6, definitely could give him a look as well. Not too interested on that New Orleans side at all in this one. All right, Orlando, San Antonio, really don't have anyone. You can look at DeJounte Murray. OKC, Utah, another game I don't care about. Denver, Phoenix should be a lot, a relatively good competitive game here. Fantasy-wise, obviously overall it's going to be a good one. Let me see here. Got to look at Jokic. Do like Chris Paul. Let me see here. Ayton. Go look at the prices for these guys. Monte, if he starts 4.7, you can give him a look. Jokic, I'd definitely go Joel Embiid here. Ayton could be worth a look, but like I said, I would just go down to Gafford if you need somebody cheap. Overall, these guys are priced kind of where they should be in this matchup. So CP3 at 8K, it could be worth a look for sure. And last but not least, we got Sacramento and Portland in this one. As of now, we have a 234 in Portland by 6. So, another one of those games a lot of people are going to be targeting. Sacramento's pretty cheap on this one. Halberton, Fox, even Davion Mitchell. All three of those guys are worth a look. I heard Bagley's not going to be in the rotation a lot, so maybe Tristan Thompson in a GPP. Don't mind Holmes, but he always has foul trouble. Nurk at 7.5 is very, very, very reasonable. Barnes could be worth a look at 6'3", kind of price where he should be at though, and Lillard is a little too much for me in this matchup. So let's go plug in a couple guys that we're looking at. And as I told you guys yesterday, we have multi-position eligibility, so definitely love seeing that for sure. So let's go see what we can get here. Like I said right away, Porter's looking good. I don't know if I'll have him at point guard, but solid option. Like I said, both these guys, got to have these guys. They're so cheap. Let me see here. I do like OG Anunoby in this matchup quite a bit. Tyrese Halliburton's pretty cheap at 6'3". I just don't see anyone else that I really care for down in that area. Moving over to that small forward position. Like I said, Anthony Edwards at 7'6", Tobias Harris at 7'2" is looking solid as well. Harrison Barnes, a half-decent cheap option. Let me see here, power forward. I don't mind going like Wood, Sabonis. I don't think I can get him. Let's see, how much does that leave me? Oh, wow, jeez, holy smackers. Okay, that's not going to work. I am going to get Joel probably in that lineup, though. But for this, it's not working. Gafford, as I said, if you can't get him in there, don't mind going to Gafford. Like I said, Joel Embiid for sure is my favorite spend-up option here tonight. Jokic, like I said, he's good too. I go Embiid. I do like Karl Anthony Towns in this matchup as well. That's kind of what we got going on. I don't see anyone else too much. Maybe Grant, but I don't know. I don't really care for his matchup. Then obviously, like I said, LaMelo Ball as well. Could be in a solid place. So, like I said, we'll just have to see how the starting lineup is. And like I said, this is just a reference to see, potentially. Like I said, Kyle Kuzma could be an okay value play as well. So, anyway, guys, that's what we got going on. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys want to get in on premium, would love to have you guys. Like I said, we are 1-0, and it was a solid night for us last night. So all you need to do is message us on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below. Just click that link, and we will get you guys all set up. And you guys can definitely get in today. So, yeah, that is it. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it quite a bit. And hopefully you guys win some money tonight. And we will see you guys here all a little bit later on.